thought I got it made. I married a doctor.
First word. Red.
Sick. Lazy. Stupid. Disappointment.
So, Rafe, you've had an amazing year with
you.
Prometheus, The Life of Pi, and now this. This is your first time as the leading man. Did you feel pressure?
It's my first time as the leading man in a film, which is yeah, sure, it's a pressure, yeah, and it's something that I thought a lot about. It's something that I've always wanted to do. That's not to say that I don't still want to play character parts, because I do. So to be able to play character parts and leading parts is quite a rare position to be in for an actor, and if I'm lucky enough to be able to carry that on, I'll be delighted.
Guy, right?
Yeah. He's just your type, really.
You're my type. I don't really go for good looking.
Yeah. And Dan as well, you've done all these major shock factor kind of comedies with Bruno, Borat. This has gone slightly more mainstream, so why the change?
Well, I mean, I think what I wanted to do was bring some of the sensibility of those films of Borat and Bruno to a slightly more mainstream subject matter. So I think it's kind of a hybrid of that. So there is still a certain amount of outrageousness and edginess, but put in the framework of a slightly more mainstream plot about relationships.
I need to be with you now.
I'm sorry, but that dove is getting awfully close to the ceiling fan.
I'm not giving up. From the minute I met you, I thought of nothing else.
And as well, it's not really a rom-com, it's a com-rom. Can you elaborate?
I like that.
Yes,
Com-rom,
that's
love it.
Com-rom, yeah.
I'm trying to coin it, but no one's catching it. You're the first person to catch on.
Oh, very good. Excellent.
That's great, com-rom, yes.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, the first port of call was to make a really funny film that happened to be about relationships, and as opposed to sort of those romantic comedies that you go to the cinema and they're not particularly romantic, they're not particularly comedic, and you sort of, you know, you laugh about 3 times and all the laughs are in the trailers. You know, I just wanted to make a really funny film about relationships.
But it's got heart as well, and I think it's underpinned with that sort of big heart in it. Whereas something like The Hangover, which is one of my favourite films of recent years, is hard comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's got no elements of pathos in it or anything like that. But this is, first and foremost, a funny film, but it's also got a sweetness to it that isn't treacly.
That's kind, boring, warm. Warm, put the radiator on if you want warm. Good with kids. So was Michael Jackson. It's a shame that they couldn't put your brain in her body. Do you know what I mean? That would be amazing. Although you'd be left with her brain in your body. Imagine that. Oh my God, it's like Frankenstein, but with like boobs.